Hi, Dean. Thanks for giving your time up today, mate. We're just going to ask you a few questions. It won't take very long. Last season ended at a bad time for you. You were just hitting a bit of form and fitness. You must have been pleased with the way it was going.
Yeah, it took me all this time to get myself properly fit, a good run of games. Just started scoring goals, and then, yeah, the season's been stopped. So it wasn't ideal timing for myself or the team, I don't think, because I think we just got into a nice rhythm and have found a way of playing and stuff. I think we were playing well at the time when it stopped.
Do you think your partnership with Sweetie up front was one of the main reasons for your goal scoring form?
Yeah, I'd say so. Michael will do maybe a lot of work for the team that goes sometimes unrecognised, but he's vital for me, the way we play and link up. Yeah, he does a lot of work and definitely helps me out.
It must have helped when, because of injuries and other things, we only had 2 or even 1 fit striker. And it's got to help having a run in the side rather than rotating between 4 strikers.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes, obviously, you wouldn't ever want to lose Billy because he's one of our best players. But sometimes you've got 3 or 4 strikers. You're in a couple of games. You're out. You're not really much fit, and then you get a run in the team. Get yourself fit, strike a partnership up, and that's just what's happened, really. Yeah.
And with the injuries to the strikers, obviously you would have had to step up. Did you enjoy that challenge of being the main man up front?
Yeah, I don't mind pressure. I think I play better with a bit of pressure on my shoulders. When Billy got injured, I'd say I had to change my game a little bit and stay further forward, knowing that I was the one who had to get the goals, or me and Michael had to get the goals in the team. I think last year when I first signed, we won a lot of games and I was maybe playing a different role off Billy, linking the player up. And yeah, I'd say I've had to slightly change my game up a little bit, but it's going all right.
Goal of the round in the Vase, mate. How many times did you vote?
I didn't, but I think I scored another 2 better than the one that actually won the competition. So
I was going to say that actually the goal at Stockton was far better, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But they haven't voted on that one yet. You might win that one as well. And have one at either side of the mantelpiece.
Well, I'd say I must have a chance because it was definitely a better goal than the one I won it for. Yeah.
And the next game for Shildon will be the FA Vase game. Are you looking forward to the game?
Yeah, since we were told it was getting played, the FA Vase, I've had a look into the team we're playing, and they look like a good, strong team near the top of that league. I don't think they've lost the game, but I think that's better for us because the better teams we play, we seem to raise our game, and like we've seen already in the FA Vase this year, the Stockton's, the Bootles away, when we have our backs against the wall type of thing, we maybe not favourites to win. I think that's when we perform a bit better.
You've just talked about playing better under pressure, Dean. You came to Shildon with a big reputation as a goal scorer. Were you under pressure to deliver the goods, so to speak?
I think when people are looking at you and you've come with a record of scoring goals, I think you expected to score straight away. And then when I my first few games for Shildon, I realised it was going to be I was playing in a different role to what I was previous at Aycliffe, where I'd scored all the goals and I was right up front, the main man. I was more like a 10, and I realised I changed my game. But I think Bobby and Mark, as I wasn't getting as many goals last year, but I think he's seen the job I was doing for the team, so I didn't mind so much. But then again, when Billy's got injured this year and I've gone back to that position further up the field, yeah, I'm pleased I'm getting the goals now.
And during this current lockdown, how have you been keeping yourself fit?
I've been doing a lot of road running and stuff, but I've got a little niggling injury with my knee. I think it was just off running on the tarmac. So I've got myself well, Ben's got me a bike from the college, thankfully, or like a spin bike or whatever they call them. I'm doing a little bit on that now to keep myself going.
Your job must help with your fitness, Dean. Does it run up and down ladders all day?
Yeah, it's definitely, it helps, but it hinders somewhere because sometimes you're playing them Tuesday, Wednesday night games. You've been at work all day. It's tough.
And obviously, like last season just gone, playing under COVID restrictions changed the outlook of games. What has that experience been like for yourself?
I don't know. I think it was a little bit strange at first, but then I think we're just pleased to be playing. And once you're playing, we get 300-400 maybe in watching. Once you're playing, and there's maybe 20 committee members and stuff like that, and you're not really interested in that. You're just playing your game. You're concentrating on the game, to be honest. So I think more than anything, we're just pleased to be playing.
Do you have a preferred strike partner, Dean, who complements your game, or is that Michael, like you've already spoke of?
It's one of them again. It's different. Like with Michael, it's probably I'll probably score more goals playing with Michael, but obviously with Billy, with Joe Postal, with Kurt, the other lads, you're changing your game for everyone who you have to play with, and I think that's important to be able to do.
In the centre midfield partnership of Gill and Davy Palmer, who what we can say is a creative, how much do they help your game in providing you the ball to score goals? Yeah,
it's very important. It makes me laugh sometimes because I remember before we kicked off at Bootle, I remember listening to their centre midfield saying, "Look at the size of these two. We'll run over top these today." People would think that looking at them, but for what the stature wise, they're only small, but they both fit. They run both very good on the ball. They always seem to have control of the game, and yeah, they help us a lot. Great passes. Like I say, they fit. They can play as a two and do the job of three men in there, so they never, which allows us to play two up front. Yeah, they do a very good job for the team.
We've played different styles of games, Dean, but would you prefer playing with wingers or coming through the middle?
I think 4-4-2 is what I prefer, was natural wingers. Yeah, I think that's probably what I prefer, but it's just horses for courses type of thing. Every game's different, and we'll have a system for each game, what we'll have to adapt to, and we seem to do it pretty well.
You've scored quite a few goals for Shildon this season. Which of them goals have been your favourite?
There'd have to be the two at Stockton, the first one to get us to take the lead, and then probably the second one at Stockton to make it 3-1. Then we knew the game was over. There was only 5 minutes left. It was obviously a massive game, Vase game. Stockton would have been probably favourites to win the Vase. They're a very good team. They don't lose many away from home. And I think when that went in, everyone knew the game was over. So probably that second one against Stockton.
Can I give us a little laugh then and do that little celebration that you did when you scored your first goal?
That one for Jordan Lavery. It is the J and the L, but obviously he doesn't score many, so I'm going to start doing it for him.
All right, I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was stood behind you and I couldn't see what you were doing.
Yeah. Just a bit of laugh between the lads.
Yeah.
And you've mentioned a bit about fans being in grounds. When fans are there compared to when they're not, do they give yourself and the team a kind of positive boost to go on and win games?
Oh yeah, sometimes it gets hard, and having playing at home and having the crowd with you, it does help. It does help sometimes. Yeah, we'd rather have fans in obviously than not. So we're looking forward to hopefully when we get back playing and we finish this phase that the restrictions change and we can get some in, because that'll definitely help the next few rounds in the phase, especially if we get home draws.
Just before we finish doing, I know you like your gambling, and bear in mind this is going out to the world. Do you want to give us your big tip for Cheltenham next week?
It's probably yeah, I do like a bet.
Your reputation stands on this, man.
If I had to give you one for the whole Cheltenham Festival, I'd say Easyland in the cross country race.
Right. Where's my pen?
Races, I think the cross country race is Friday after the Gold Cup, but that's the one I'd put up.
Put that on the website and say this is Dean's tip. Blame everything on it.
If you're charging, as long as I can get a cut, if you're charging for me tips, yeah, we'll get them out.
Well, thanks very much for your time, Dean.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Unlike Ben's interview, I've stayed for the whole thing this time.
I can't believe I've got it working.
The wind's playing up with our internet. It's terrible. Thanks very much, mate. I'll see you at the Vase game.
Yeah,
thank you. See you later.
Bye.